Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. I'm going to ask for you to forgive me for a second. Apparently my lens is dirty, the camera, and there's a terrible halo in there. That's a little better. I thought I'd cleaned it earlier, but apparently I had not. So forgive me for that, but if it was distracting me, I thought it might distract you. And if it wasn't distracting you and I did that and that distracted you, please forgive me. Sometimes we can't help ourselves, can we? This morning as I was reading in Proverbs 26, which should be a surprise to you, right? Not. I always read the proverb that corresponds with the date, right? Today is the 26th of September. I'm going to read chapter 26 of Proverbs, right? That's just the way that works. I read a lot of other stuff as well. During the day when I'm at my regular job, yes, I'm a full-time pastor and I work a regular job. I do this. I take care of my dad and my family, and I am blessed to be able to manage all of that right now, and I'm grateful for it. But when I'm at my work, at my job, they call me Pastor Stitch because I sew for a living. I make welding caps. And so I'm sitting at a sewing machine all day. And I listen to sermons. I listen to audiobooks. I listen to, things like what I'm doing right here with you, to keep me engaged with the Word of God all the time. And so I'm always being fed, and I appreciate that. And I say that to encourage you that you might think you don't have time, but that's the lie from Satan telling you that you can't do it. As I was reading this morning, I read this. Proverbs 26, verse 13. The slacker says there's a lion on the road, a lion in the public square. Now, a slacker isn't someone who's lazy. A slacker is someone who just doesn't do. They know they could, they know they should, they know they would, but they don't. A slacker is someone who will take any excuse as the reason why not to do. They'll even go so far as to say, well, I can't go out of my house. There might be a lion on the road, even though everyone knows the lion wouldn't come into town during the day. You see what I'm saying? Are we slackers in our lives where any excuse will do to get us out of what it is that we know we need to do? Or are we someone who is chasing after wisdom as the most precious thing, chasing after living our lives for Jesus Christ because there is no better way to live? So often we convince ourselves that we're doing the right thing, and all we're doing is taking the easiest excuse to keep us from doing what needs to be done. The reality is, any excuse will do if you're not going to do it. I can't go outside. It might rain. I can't plant the field in the spring. The sky's too blue. It doesn't matter what you say, as long as you got a reason, right? The reason, whether it's good or not, doesn't matter. It's a reason, and so I'm good. I don't have to do that thing. It's not laziness. It's being a slacker. It's worse than lazy. I've been that many times in my life. I find myself in those positions sometimes still today. Tired. That one's an easy one I'm tired. Well, any excuse will do. When it's got to be done, it's got to be done. I've got a situation right now, my yard needs mowed. And currently, every time I have a moment available, it's raining. Except for the last 5 times that it wasn't raining and I had enough time to get it done, but I was tired. You see how that works? It wasn't being lazy. I was worse than lazy. And now the leaves are going to start falling. And the grass is way too long. And it's always going to be wet because it's fall. And I am going to have to work extra hard, running the blades all the way up, cutting everything down, running the blades a little bit lower, cutting everything down, running the blades a little bit lower, cutting everything down. It's going to take 3 times the amount of gas and probably 5 times the amount of time just because of it. And even that could be any excuse will do. I'll just save it till spring, which I've done in the past as well. These are the things that we look at in our lives. But even the most important things we can do this with. Any excuse will do. Solomon says, the slacker says there's a lion in the road, a lion in the public square. Any excuse will do. I can't go out. There might be a lion in the road. Are you a slacker? Are you lazy? Slacker is worse than lazy. Or is it possible that today things can change and you can become a doer? Let's get out there and get something done today. I love y'all. Have a great day. God bless.